Gerry. Gerry? What are you doing? Morning, Thomas. How's it going? Morning, Balin. Good morning, Fifi. Oh, I didn't give you your medicine, did I? I meant to do it before bun stream. I'll have to do it after. Good morning, Gerry. Morning, Joe. Good morning, Anne Hall. Here are the babies. Are you the baby? Oh, Gerry, you look sleepy. Why do you look so sleepy? You need pellets to wake up. Oh. Sorry, I was going to accidentally boop Fifi with the bowl then. There you go. Morning, Mazara. Good morning, Carl. Morning, Hetland and cupcakes. Here we go. Like the video of Genevieve and Gerry getting the treats. Gerry has barely changed. Yeah, that's the thing. Bunnies will be like, they'll be baby, and then they get to adulthood, and then they just stay that way. I mean, Fifi, I've been like looking back at videos of the bunnies, because obviously going through this Twitch malarkey that we've all been having to deal with is I was looking at the very first bun stream that had been saved. I think there's just like 2 random ones before I guess Rob started doing it bigly, and I was looking, I was like, is Fifi a lot skinnier than she is now? I couldn't tell because she's such a funny shaped banooey. I was like, oh no, is she? She does need to lose weight, but it's just so difficult when you've got one skinny baby and one chunky baby to try and balance it out, because they just eat what they want to. Good morning, Minion and Rob. Happy birthday for tomorrow. It's not my birthday tomorrow. Wait, are you saying it's your birthday tomorrow? But no, it's not my birthday tomorrow. Good morning, Boba and Zara and Mana and Rooney and Rob. Do I still need to save the VODs? I forgot to check. She's curvaceous hippotat. Yeah, I was thinking about this, Rob. I guess there's no need to save them as highlights anymore. I guess I just need to get into the habit of, once a VOD is done, exporting it. And then I guess if I export it privately and then add a thumbnail and release it. Does anyone know? I feel like I've asked this before and then I forgot the answer. Morning, Iruved and Zafal and Megalomaniac and Saffron and Sapphire. Does anyone know if you upload a private video on YouTube and then you unprivate it, does it go into people's feeds, or does it surpass the subscription feed? How does it work? You are a week early, Minion. Pancake Day is next week. Tomorrow is, the 25th, which is the end of the current Pokemon Battle event. So that's an important day. It's a Tuesday. I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow, which is why I'm taking the morning off. You can still have pancakes, so that's okay. Morning, Justin. But I was gonna get my hair cut because I've got a recording of it. Fifi, don't knock him over. Poor baby boy. Don't let them cancel you again. I'm guessing because this is a morning one that they won't cancel. I think it's because I booked a late one that they were like, we won't have time to do this, but I don't know. We shall see. But can I get you to stand? Well done, Fifi. Good nomming. Oh, there's another one here. Should I try and teach you? Fifi, spin. Fifi, spin. Fifi, 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 spin. You just have it. I give in. You just do the pellet. It's fine. Too much work. Yeah. So yeah, I thought if I that's what I was saying. I cannot say what, but we're doing a recording this week, and I thought, it would be nice to get my haircut to look vaguely presentable for it. Are you gonna disappear down into there? Oh, you're gonna eat that. That's okay. I'll allow it. Look at that fluffy little tail. Look at this fluffy little boy. I've still not unpacked that box. But 2 out of 3 things have now been picked up on Free Cycle, and that makes me feel a lot better because I was having really bad luck with Free Cycle. Come on in, OJ. Come on in, Fallen. Because I put 3 things up. One of them, I had to go through so many people before I would find someone. Like, the first thing, someone came to pick it up without a car because they didn't realise just how heavy and massive it was because they just had read the name and hadn't actually seen what it was. And then another person had been interested, but then they just started ghosting. And then finally, some lovely people came to pick it up yesterday. I just had this random message out of the blue being like, can we come get this today? And I was like, yes, please. And they were like, we can give you a tenner for it. And I'm like, no, just take it. I just need it out the house now. And they still gave me a tenner. And I was like, I should be paying you to take it away at this point. Morning, Charlie. So that's one thing gone. There was another thing that had, like, I have a question, but I'm going to use an IR and be all official. Rob, I can't see those alerts on my phone. You could just tell me, like, I have redeemed. And I was like, oh, that's nice. I watched the painting stream over the weekend. Well done with your little guy. Oh, thank you. Me trying to give away spare minions in Final Fantasy. Yeah, I'm just like, I just need these to be taken, please. Because it was just this ridiculous thing that I had bought off of eBay. I mean, to be fair, I did get a lot of fun out of it when I was little, but I hadn't used it in years and years and years and years. It's on those big metal arcade dance mats. But I hadn't used it since I moved to Bristol. I was like, someone else just needs to, like, I don't even know how much they sell for, but someone else just needs to get the fun out of this because I've not used it and I don't even know if it works, to be fair. So I felt bad taking money. But yeah, now we've just got one more thing to get rid of. And so yesterday, what's the shortest your hair has ever been, and when was that? It was when I was born. When do you mean apart from when I was born? Because I've always had long hair. Once it grew out to out from baby length. I think the shortest it ever was on the day before I graduated from university. I got it cut down to just below my shoulders. I think that is probably the shortest it's ever been in adulthood. Good morning, cow. So yeah, I think, do you know what? I remember after I got it cut down to my shoulders, I couldn't decide what length I wanted it. So I remember saying to myself, I'll just let it grow until I've decided how long I want it. And And then it's been like down to my ass ever since because I've not been able to decide. So yeah, it was just years and years of indecision. I mean, I have long hair now. Which is, I redeemed 6 treats for the bunnies. You have to do it now. Wait a minute. Good morning, David. So yeah, yesterday was actually a very productive day. So, well, apart from in the morning, I had one of the worst dreams I ever had, and I cried. But other than that, which was the least productive part, we got up and we went to B&Q and got paint, and we went to good morning Cosmic, morning pizza. We went to IKEA and we tried out some chairs and had a look at the famous Billy bookcases, and then came home and started painting the room. Alex had a movie date with a friend, so he got to do... Did they use the B&Q paint vibrating machine? No, what's that? Is it like an agitator? No, she's the one with the longest hair. If you change it, we won't be able to recognize you. Yeah, true. Oh, no, we'd already picked up. It was like a click and collect paint order. So we only picked it up. But we did also get some white tiles for paint palettes because they were cheap. Morning, Turkey. Good morning, Callie. Movie date with someone other than his wife. Yeah, it do be like this. Morning, Big Phil. Should I just go and get some paint mixed just for the hell of it, just so I can see the paint vibrating machine? It gives the paint more wavy strokes. Ah, is it like when you get tartan paint? What did he watch? He watched Excalibur. But yeah, he did the first like hour, and then I had to finish off the room, and it took me a further 2.5 hours. So I was absolutely knackered by the end. And then I was like, I'll clean up all of the stuff. I've got to clean up the stuff. And I stupidly decided I'll clean it in the bath. And then I dyed the bath green. So then I had to clean the bath. And it took me like an hour more just to tidy up the mess I had made in trying to clean up. And by that point, I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to have a bath. So I had a nice bubble bath. But, well, it was nice-ish. I didn't run it hot enough. So it was a bit tepid. But it was still nice to be in the bath. Sounds like that Dr. Zeus bath ring thing. I don't know what that is. What's a Dr. Zeus bath ring? No, you're green like Shrek. Well, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but I do have a little bit of green between my fingies still, and underneath all of my nails. It's like just around my nails. I've dyed myself a bit green, but it is a little bit. But it's because I don't bother wearing gloves when I do DIY stuff. So yeah, I'm just a bit green now. But yeah, that was pretty... Oh, and I got through the first page of my highlights to save out and thumbnail and upload to YouTube. So now I've just got 41 more pages to do. Woo! is such a fun task. So fun. But to be fair, I'm probably not going to save all of them. I will go through and try and be a bit as I do it. Roofless. No roof allowed. You should do some gardening now. You'll be able to say, look, I'm green fingered. That's true. I feel responsible somehow. It does make me laugh that whilst I was doing it, I was like, the fact that I only have this job to do because of Rob's kindness in highlighting my VODs for however many years. I was just like, Rob sort of made this rod for my back, but in a nice way. No, I appreciate it. You've saved some good history there. There are things that I've been looking through and I'm like, you're welcome. There are things I've been looking through and I'm like, oh, I'm glad I've got this saved. Because otherwise it would have just been gone. Like, there are just little highlighted things. And I'm trying to do it I just wish that the whole process was nicer. Because honestly, Twitch have not made it easy. Did you ever manage to get with the other YouTube? Yeah, it didn't save the Untail streams, did it? If it didn't, oh well. It's only Undertale. Who cares? I have connected it with a different YouTube now, so I've got a VOD YouTube that it's all going to. I just really wish that they had have said that, we're going to decrease the limit to 2,000 by April and then 1,000 by May. And then, I know that is a big jump, but just like incrementally rather than being like 100 in 2 months, less than 2 months. And now you have to, because it's one of those things that I guess at some point I made a decision of, do I want to have a YouTube VOD channel? No, because I can just store them on Twitch. So I will do that. And then you just carry on that way. But yeah, just provide a proper tool to bulk export to YouTube. Because this is the thing with the export. So I've only done, like I said, I've only done 9 videos or something. So my experience of just doing that, sometimes there was one time when I clicked, because I found it is quicker to download it and upload it and then just delete the download because of how slow the export is. And there's no indication of whether the export has actually worked. So you click on it and then nothing changes on the page and you're just like, has this happened? So I've been setting a couple to export overnight and then waking up in the morning like, I hope they've worked, but I don't know. So it's not like, I feel like it'd be quite dangerous bulk doing it with the current system because you're just more likely to not have something transfer and then you don't notice it. Morning, Limewood. The other problems I've had is when I've gone to download something, sometimes it'll just say, unable to download file. It's like, what? Why do you have a button that says download? And then you'll try it 2-3 times and then it'll be like, oh, go on then, you can download it, fine. Just like, why? So the whole process, there's also things like, if you send it, I've told it to export one thing, and then like 5 minutes later been like, okay, now export this, so that they go in order, and it'll just export the second one first. For no reason. Like, same length video, because it's bun stream, so it's the same length video, and it's just like, no, I just chose to wait until you wanted to do a different one, and then put that one up first, so now they're going to be out of order on the YouTube. I'm just like, why? Why are you doing this? I've even had cases where some of the downloads were corrupted too. Oh no, see, this is one of the things I'm a bit worried about, is that I just don't have the time to go through and check like however many 3.5 hour VODs. That's what happens when saving highlights. It just says processing highlight but never tells you it's done. Yeah. So I'm just going to, at some point, have to trust that the downloads are fine. And because I've had that before where I've downloaded a clip from Twitch and it's had like audio issues and stuff like that. I can't say I'm surprised by any of this. Yes. I need a job. I'll troll through VODs for minimum wage. Even if you did, like, what is the maths of how many working hour days would 1,700 hours be? But yeah, it's gonna be a lot. But all I can do is slowly plod through with it. And if it gets to a point where it's like 213 working days, that's a good chunk of the year. That would be. Because what happens to that if you add in the weekends? Does that come up to being a year? Minus the bank holidays and etc. Easter, Christmas. So I'm gonna have to check them back for bad language too. You know what you're like? I know I can't have all my early VODs coming out and everyone knowing what a sailor I used to be. Hello, Gerry boy. No little guy. But yeah, I maintain that I can bulk download them if you want. See, the problem is, like, if someone else bulk downloads them, I just feel like it will be like, because then how are you going to do it? You're going to have to get someone to individually, like, rename them. So, because if you bulk download them, you still have to go through the highlights page to know which VOD equates to which video and like what month it was posted and blah 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 blah. It's just one of those things that it's just too much. I think I'm just going to be of the attitude that if it goes, I've not watched it in a long time anyway, so it'll just be lost to history. Because there's a bunch of stuff that was like half the Breath of the Wild VODs were never saved, and half the, none of Hollow Knight was saved and all of that stuff, so that it's fine if stuff gets lost. I'll save what I can, but the rest of it, it's fine. Best way to save VODs is to set up a camera pointing at your screen when you stream and then upload that footage to YouTube. I mean, I guess I could look into what do you call it, like dual streaming to YouTube at the same time, but I've had times where my I've had times where my computer is struggling just with Twitch, so I don't I don't know if it would be any good. Hi. You having fun there? Morning, Steve. Thank you, Fifi. I do deserve a good nudging, don't I? Are you also just a bit addicted to taking one more turn in Civ 7? I've not actually been able to play Civ in a while. To be fair, I've just not had time, what with decorating this room, because we're sort of determined that this room will be ready. Will be ready by the time I do that murder mystery, because we're hoping to host it. So yeah, all of my focus has been on that, really. Big yawn. Redecorating. Yeah, well, it's not redecorating, to be fair. We never decorated this room. We moved into the house and one of the rooms became a dumping room where all of just the, what is this? We don't know what to do with it. Let's just put it in that room sort of room. And it got to the point where we were like, look, we've had an idea what we want to do with this and we just have to make it happen. So we've been clearing it out slowly, and then yesterday we began painting. I think we got as far as like stripping the wallpaper off of it, and then I guess just lost steam, as you often do when you move into a house and you have to get back. Because when we first moved here, we had I think it was like a month overlap of when we were still living in our flat, and it was fine. So we managed to get a lot of the decorating done when we weren't actually living here. And yeah, this room. Do you know, Limewood, annoyingly, I forgot to take a real before picture. I took a picture halfway when we had started emptying it, but I never got like a full, this is what it was like. I was trying to think because Ripley, when she stays here, she used to like to hide in that room. So I'm wondering, would I have taken a photo of the room being like, try and spot Ripley, sort of thing. But yeah, but yes. Well, actually, I say we stripped the wallpaper before we got there. For some reason, we left one tiny bit on the wall, so I had to get the wallpaper steamer down this weekend just for that one bit, which was fun to use, warmed me up, put some moisture in the plaster, which I'm sure is a good thing, and then yeah, we could finally actually begin decorating. I went around and just looking for other things to steam. Did you have fun at the crafting stream? Yes, I love doing the crafting streams. 95% done now. I don't know what would have called us away. But yeah, just one of those things. Because my parents, bless them, they did this thing where when I finally had a house that I could call mine, when we moved into this house, my parents were like, here's a fun thing to do. We've packed up everything that you own in the attic and the house, and we've brought it all down to you in one go. So all of a sudden I just had like a room full of stuff that I had to deal with. And I guess that room took the brunt of it quite a bit. Which is why I had my metal arcade dance mat and such things to be getting rid of, because that had just been hidden behind a bookshelf for however many years. So yeah. What a nice housewarming present. Yeah. So it's my parents are still dumping stuff on me I've not got room for. Well, I guess that was the nice thing, is that I got it all out the way in one go. So now, I mean, there's still boxes of it in the attic that I've got to go through and deal with at some point. But for now, I know there's not going to be anything else. That's it. That's my entire life in boxes now. Because I guess it wasn't all of my toys and stuff, because all of those got given to my niece. But yeah, that's exactly the sort of thing my parents would do. But yes, so that filled up the spare room, which we then finally did empty, mostly by sticking a lot of stuff in the attic, but the overflow had gone into this other little room. But it is getting there. So I'm scared to show my parents the colour that we're painting it, because I know it can be like a lot of people see it as just a sin to paint rooms dark, and it is very dark. it's so dark. I know they're going to see a photo of it eventually, or see it in person. I'm just like, oh no. Money Rogue. We've been in this house for 20 years and the missus still have boxes of Barbies in the spare room. It do be like that. I remember at uni seeing my old room decorations being sold on Facebook. What? Yeah, my room, I think it lasted about a week before it got converted into a different room. There was like, you're not coming back. No. You do not live here anymore. We've not decided on chairs, but full disclosure, so morning Pebble, the reason I'm taking this afternoon off, which is really bad, I appreciate this is not a good excuse to take a day off, but we're going up to this place in Bristol called Cribs Causeway because it has furniture stores, and I'm just going to go and test out chairs to see what chair I want for my reading room. But the problem is some of them, they take like a couple weeks to order. So we need to go and try them. Pop in for a cuppa. Oh, I was thinking of you, Anhor, when Alex said he wanted to go to Cribs. Because I was thinking that's what I say isn't Bristol, and Arnold says is Bristol. They do have the Wallace and Gromit shop, and they've also got a Warhammer shop up there. No one wants to go to Cribs. No, it's just so far away. Like literally, the bus there is like a 90-minute journey. It's so far away. I don't think it's that bad if you're Fifi. Fifi, please. Why are you being a menace? You're being a menace. What are you doing? Morning, Katie. But yeah, who is Cribs? Do you know, I have no idea why it's called Cribs Causeway. But what do you call it? Yeah, I don't like going there. It's not too bad if you've got someone who can take you in a car, but they have a really good M&S. Oh. So yeah, that's going to be my Monday afternoon, is shopping for chairs and possibly Warhammer paints, because I do want a couple more. It's named after the MTV show. Ah, that does make sense. But yeah, bitches. Oh my gosh, Fifi, this fluff coming off of you. I just have to get enough Known oil just to, cover the walls of this room, and then it'll look really good. Really want those walls to pop. I feel like you can often find some really nice chairs in charity shops. Yeah, there's a couple of furniture charity shops that we were thinking of going to, but it's just, I guess the problem is that a lot of those tend to be out in the middle of nowhere where the buses don't particularly go. So as non-drivers, it can be difficult to get to a lot of places. A lot of them do deliver it though. Like there's, what's it called? The one that begins with, it's the lady's name. Sue Ryder? Is it the Sue Ryder one? I think they do delivery. But yeah, I think just for speech, we're gonna try to go to furniture shops first. Hello. Because I guess it's one of those things that, because we've got a deadline in mind, if we didn't have this deadline, we probably could just do a pop in every now and then on a charity shop until we find what we want. Big yawn. But yeah, that shall be my afternoon. Hopefully finding a chair that I like that fits in the space, and then we can do a second coat of paint. Make sure it's really dark in there. We also need to think about reading lights as well. and looking at big lamps yesterday. And speaking to Alex's parents yesterday and talking about the possibility of moving in with them temporarily if when we're looking to buy. That would be nice. It is so nice having a place to stay whilst you decorate somewhere. It really takes some of the stress out of the stress of moving, sort of thing. So the buns get pellets in the evening as well. No, they get their crunchy fibre sticks in the evening. That's their little evening treat. Get them poos nice and golden. Well, the bunny's getting from Cribs, I don't know if there's any. Maybe I can buy some, not just any herbs, some fancy herbs from M&S or something. You know those green table lights they have in fancy libraries? Well, it needs to be one of the, like a stand light that goes over the top. So imagine Gerry is reading in his chair. It needs to be a light that goes whoop so he can see his book. But yeah. But yes. Good work, Fifi. Good work. Boop, 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 boop. I noticed yesterday I was cuddling Fifi and I had actually sort of surrounded her with my arms and she stayed there for a while because it used to be that if you at all sort of fenced her in with your body at all, she would freak out and just be like, nope. Whereas I was like, oh, she has come a long way with how affectionate and cuddly she will be. I guess sometimes you don't really think about those sorts of changes because they happen gradually, but thinking back I was like, yeah, she's a lot more willing to accept snuggles than that's my hair, than she ever was. But yeah, maybe get a floor lamp that looks like a person standing there with a lamp over their head. Just an intruder. That can be part of Carl's new job. When you're not uploading the VODs, you got to stand and hold a lampshade in the corner of the room. She knows she could take you in a fight, it's true. She's punched me before. She could. You've got a mean punch, haven't you? Oh my gosh, Fifi, so much floof coming off of you. Thank you for these kisses, by the way. They're very lovely. I watched a TikTok about a rescue dog who struggled showing affection after getting rehomed and it made me cry. Yeah, I think it just takes time. It's like with bunnies. They say you don't fully get to see a bunny's personality until you've had them for like 6 months to a year. I mean, I think we got to see Phoebe on the first day. Gerry, it took a while, but I think Fifi is a very heart on her sleeve bunny and she just came in as herself. Didn't you? She's like, I've given you kisses, can I have food now? I know where it is. Just a reminder that it's up on the table in case you forgot. I know. Just hold on for a little bit longer. This cloud of fluff flying around and she moves. Oh dear, oh dear. Two very fluffy bunnies they are. Hi. What are we talking about? I forgot. Good morning, Dave. What's the point of food when it's not in my belly? Yeah, precisely. I hope we get to find something nice, chairs-wise. Because I guess you think, oh, I was just thinking, what is this in Gerry's fur? But it's his tail. I was like, Why does it feel so strange? Alex, thank you very much for the 23 months. Good morning. I was like, Gerry, you've got like hay in your fur. I was like, wait, no, it's bony. What colours are you thinking? Probably like dark greens. That's the colour palette. We want something darkish, or maybe like red to do a little contrast, but yeah, ideally a dark green. Alex and I are going for very different styles of chair though, because we find different things very comfortable. Like he wants a proper like wing back sensible chair, whereas I want something very either cushy or bouncy. Because to be honest, I'd quite happily go with those. You know the bouncy IKEA reading chairs? I'd quite like to go for one of those if I can't find anything, because they are good. That was what I used to have as a reading chair, so I'm sort of used to them. And I'd quite like to get a new blanket to have in that room as well. It would be nice. Have one that's nice and bouncy. Yeah, they are good. What about rocking chair? I think I'm too clumsy for a rocking chair. I can see myself trying to drink tea in it and throwing it over myself. I want a hanging chair. I've been really tempted to get one of those, you know, the hanging egg chairs that you get for gardens. I've been tempted to get one of those. They can be quite spenny, but they just look like they'd be really nice. If you've been pawing, they give me so much back pain. I don't know their name. The ones that are like, they go down and then there's the chair bit and then they bend around under like that on the floor. Those ones. I can't hear the word bouncy and think of that cowboy and the booty cheeks. Do you know what? I had that in my head all yesterday, and maybe that's why, because I was looking at bouncy chairs. Are you having plants in there? No, I would like to have plants in there, but the problem is there's no natural light in that room whatsoever. So it probably would not be very good for them at all. They would not be happy plants. Because it's like a little through room, no windows. Oh, Gerry! Oh, what happened? Oh, he got so far and then he flump. Yeah, okay, baby boy. What happened, eh? What happened? You did a big journey, didn't you? Tea. We have recliners in our rented flat, but having them has told us that it's not actually that important or worthwhile. Yeah, I think the style of chair I would like to get would be... I mean, I would quite like a beanbag chair, but to be honest, I've never really had one, so I don't know if they're actually as good as... They just look really cozy, but they might actually be not good. So I guess I'll have to actually try one first. And then second to that, I would maybe like one of those, you know, the wicker bucket chairs that have the big cushions. But again, I've never sat in one, so I don't know if they are actually comfortable. Although I did very briefly sit in one. This is what gave me the idea of having one. Lollip was staying in this Airbnb for Jingle Jam, and that place had those chairs. And I was like, oh, that's quite a nice reading chair. I'm going to try it. Don't think I've sat in a beanbag chair since I was a child. Kim has this massive beanbag chair that I do like to sit in, but it's too big to fit in the room, so it would have to be a smaller one. But yeah. I just need something that will accommodate me being able to sit in the goblin way rather than a chair that is only comfortable if you're sitting up straight. I need something that's going to be like accepting of bad posture. It's hard to know it would be a long time comfortable. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that is true. That is true. At one point I was thinking, what if I just got a dog mattress and then put loads of cushions in the corner and I curled up in it? But I guess that probably would not be comfortable after a while. But I was thinking, what if I just had like a little blanket fort? You reckon Gerry's in a deep sleep sometimes during the day? Yeah, sometimes you can see him go into a deep sleep. He's not sleeping now just because I'm smushing him too roughly, but he's relaxed. But yeah, sometimes you see his little mouth go and you know that he's in deep sleep. He tends to sleep more deeper in the evening time. Like usually whilst we're having dinner, I'll look across and Gerry will be falling over to the side because he's in such a deep sleep. You just see his little head start lolling off and you're like, oh, there he goes. There he goes. If you have the beanbag, you also need a little mini crane to help you out of it. Have you seen the chairs that are like the recliner ones, but they also tip you out for if you struggle getting out of chairs? It just makes me laugh because all the photos of them are them just tipped forward and it looks like it's an ejector seat or something. Like it's just like halfway through your book, it's just going to be like, I'm done with you now. Get out. Get out. But I guess they would be good. Serve a good purpose. But I'm assuming they go slower than what the picture implies. They don't just spring up and dump you out of the chair. You would hope. She keeps accidentally hitting the recline button. Oh no. Morning, Hayley. Good morning, Sparky. It's not spring loaded. It just suddenly like press an ejection button. It just Grant's been flung across the room again. Bless. No. Gerry's very floop. Gerry, do you want your breakfast? Do you want a little snack? Where's Fifi? Oh, she's having some hay. She's being good. Oh, cozy baby boy. Just stop watching these streams. It makes me want to get a bunny. You should want to get 2 bunnies so that they're bonded together. Keep watching until it makes you want to get 2 bunnies and then adopt 2 bunnies. Or 3, 4, maybe. You can have a nice little group. Little mouth. Bunnies require friends. They do. Bunnies are very social. And they need to have a bunny friend. Adopt 6 bunnies, get a full bun squad. Yeah. Alex has such bad allergies, coming to the terms with the fact I probably can't have pets with fur. Oh no. Oh no. You might be able to get hypoallergenic doggos. Can't even handle the flowers. I'm waiting till I move out, then I hope to adopt some bunnies from a good rescue place. Ah, nice. Bunnies. I would have a bigger group of bunnies if I could, but I'm happy with our two. Whilst they can't be adding in any more friends, I'm happy to have our two that we do have. But they're very lovely. Good job being a bunny, Gerry. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. He does it so well, he does. It must be tough knowing you already have the best two. Do you know, I'm always saying that. Sometimes I walk into the living room and I'm like, oh, what are the chances that I have the most handsome boy and the most beautiful girl in the world? And they're both here? What are the odds? Oh, look at him. What a squish. He's a sleepy little guy. Please tell Gerry I said he's a bunny. Gerry, you're a bunny. He's like, what? No, not me. I'm a fierce lion. Look at me with my lion mane and my ferocious behavior. A big scary boy. Look at you. You're trying to keep your head up, aren't you? Oh. I have been noticing just little things that show that Gerry is like a little bit older than he was. Just things like he gets up a little bit stiffly now, and you know, he's a bit more snoozy. He'll still always be my baby. But yeah, he's showing his little old man tendencies now. Aren't you, baby boy? So he's like a fine potato one. He's becoming 2.5, moving into that next stage. Look at him. Should probably take them for a checkup soon, actually. Aging is a blessing. Yeah, I've been, like, when we lost Genevieve so early, my thought was always, I just want to have bunnies that get to be old. Because it's so unfair that she was taken so early. So I was just like, I just want bunnies who get to live long years. And he's definitely doing that. Oh, I just put a big lump of fluff on your face, Gerry boy. Big lump of fluff. Look at you. Good boy. Gerry, would you like to have your treat? You're so cozy. I feel bad disturbing you. Should I let you get up? Well, that's called you over, but it didn't help Gerry get up, did it? I thought if I dinged on the bowl, he might be like, ooh. Oh, there we go. See, just a slight little, like, it takes him a little while to get up now. Oh, thank you, Fifi. That's... Oh, Gerry. You had enough for the day. Fifi, you have one more bit and I'm going to take it away so Gerry can have a bit later. There we go. There we go. There we go. Morning, Mildred. I think Gerry's just feeling a little bit stiff today, bless him. But he's not had his pain relief yet, so but I have been wondering if he needs to have it upped a bit. Because he has been seeming to be a little bit stiffer recently. Poor boy. Unlike you, who's just chaos, aren't you? Yes, you are. You're chaos, baby. Yeah. You don't sit still. You don't sit still long enough to stiffen up, do you? Always on the move. Maybe I need you to chase Gerry around a bit so he loosens up. Not now. Oh, I wonder what would help him. What would help you, Gerry? What would help make you feel more lively again? Big smooth. Would that help? A slice of banana, is that so? A little bit of carpet, yes. Yes. I need to give him little bunny massages, I reckon. I need to learn how to do bunny massage. Get those muscles working. Gerry! Eating the chair will not help. No. It won't. Advent calendar seems to make him lively. That's true. Monthly advent calendars. Is that a career path? What, a bunny masseuse? I feel like I have seen videos on how to do it. You're not going to fall over, are you? Is you having a wobbly day? It's okay, I got you. Sometimes I see that little foot tip up and I'm like, oh, is he going? But it doesn't stop him jumping on top of the castle and stuff. You're still a very active boy, aren't you? There you go. He would never. Osteopathy for horses and dogs seems to work wonders. Yeah, I mean, one of the best things for doggos is aquatherapy, but you can't really do that with bunnies. You can't get them wet or they will turn into gremlins. That is science. But yeah. Oh, look at him. Thank you, Rob. He is a perfectly balanced boy. Look at he. The perfect gentleman. Well, I guess it is time for me to head off and, go and spend my very hard afternoon trying cozy chairs. The sacrifices I must make. Look at he. No roll. No, when I'm next doing a proper stream, I'll have to play the alert so you get to see he do a roll. Should we go to Clyde? Sitting in chairs, buying Warhammer, you know. what a difficult afternoon. It's a tough job, but someone has to do it, yeah. Taking one for the team. Oh, look at he. What a baby boy. Perfect angel. Well, everyone, have lovely days. I'm sorry I'm taking the afternoon off and then taking tomorrow morning off, and then the rest of the week is a bit all over the place as well. It's just one of those weeks. But next week should be a bit simpler. Although I'm taking Pancake Day off, obviously, because it's a very special national holiday, so I could take it off for no other reason. But look after yourselves and be good, and take care and take it easy, like Gerry. Just have nice cozy times. But yes, I'll be too full of pancakes, it's true. Bye-bye for now, everyone. Bye-bye. Oh, sorry, I hit the phone. Hit the phone. There we go. A good baby boy. Yeah. You do those happy little chomps. Happy boy. She do groom. Bye-bye. Thank you, cow. Thank you. A boop.